She was probably the most recognized woman in the world, certainly the most photographed. And over the years, Princess Diana also sat for a number of portraits. And it was during one of these episodes that our story begins.
It's a bit of disorder.
48-year-old Riccardo Giacineri is one of the world's great masters at his chosen profession. The old school production here in his cluttered London studio of beautiful, elaborate, handcrafted picture frames.
This is the cabinet I was talking about. It's a very nice leaf.
23-carat gold-plated works of art that hold some of the world's most precious and well-known paintings.
And then they're going to America.
Really?
Two beautiful pictures, yes.
What, portraits or?
No, they are flat pictures, but very important. She understands. I can't really say the client or who.
And one of Riccardo's most famous frames, one that he painstakingly carved for an official portrait of Princess Diana. When the work was finished, one London newspaper referred to Riccardo tongue-in-cheek as the man who framed Diana. And since the princess's death, Riccardo says he has been offered vast sums of money to talk about his friend, offers he has always refused. That is until he sat down with us and spoke for free.
Oh, fantastic person. Yes, she was really a nice lady. I think she was good for the royalties, yes.
And it was during the long hours that the princess sat for the portrait that Riccardo says he kept Diana company, drinking tea, eating cakes, and chatting about their families.
When you were with her, what was the topic that she wanted to discuss most?
Well, her kids. I think.
Her sons?
Yes. I also talk about my sisters and my family, my kids and my wife.
What did that?
She was very interested in.
In your family?
Oh yes.
What
That's why I'm saying is she was an extremely good person. Yes.
And Riccardo says when it came to Diana's children, the two young princes, it was clear that she was deeply concerned about the pressures they faced being raised as royals.
What did she say about her children?
Well, she was just, she seems worried to me, yes.
About her two sons?
Yes.
Dealing with some of the world's richest and most famous people, Riccardo says forces him to be discreet. But he did tell us that as soon as he heard word of his friend's death, he immediately thought it was more than just an accident.
What do you think? Was she killed or was it an accident?
My nature is suspicious.
And echoing a theme we heard throughout London, Riccardo says he doubts whether the formal investigation into Diana's death will ever answer all the questions, and this master frame maker believes that in the end, the real picture of what happened to the princess will probably never emerge, sort of like one of his ornate frames hanging on the wall without the portrait inside.
Now, Liz, this portrait of Princess Diana that is framed by one of Riccardo's works of art, it is now hanging at the Spencer family estate, Althorpe. It is, of course, the place where Diana is buried.